John Buscema fan, and I'm going to frame this poster that I got. And is a poster of all the Thor John Buscema characters that I used to read on of course, the style of John Buscema. But it's all the characters, and this poster was used as a wraparound cover for Donny Cates when he started the run as an alternate. Because Donny Cates' artist is Nick Klein, of course John Buscema is dead, but he used that wraparound cover, I think, as an alternate for his first issue of Thor. So to frame it, I bought this 18 by 24 poster frame. They sell at Walmart. I think it was like $7, something like that. There's a poster. Of course, on the back, I'm running Enter Hercules from Jack Kirby. I used to watch those cartoons when I was a kid, and that was my introduction to Thor. After that, I started looking for the comic book. Whenever I would go with my parents to buy groceries, I would stay on the magazine area, and I would browse at the comic books. And of course, the Marvel comic books were my favorite. This is the poster. I don't want to bend it too much until I frame it, but there's everybody there. Let me just go like this. There's even he has his two girls, Lady Sif and Jane Foster, with him. So John Buscema even drew that. This must have been drawn at the time when Jane Foster returned to the magazine, and for a while Lady Sif spirit was inside of Jane Foster. She saved her on a story that is one of my favorites, where Thor returns to Jane Foster's side. She's in a hospital and she's dying, and Lady Sif, who up until that story, I didn't know what happened to Jane Foster, because as you see in the cartoon, Jane Foster used to be Thor's romantic interest. And when I started to read the comic books, Jane Foster's story had run its course. So she wasn't around. It was Lady Sif. So I was confused as a kid. I was like, where is Jane Foster? Because I used to see the cartoon every morning, and every Sunday morning. That's where they used to show it in Puerto Rico, where I used to live. And I wanted to see Jane Foster in the comics. So I got used to Lady Sif as Thor's interest, and I read a bunch of stories where it was, my Lady Sif, where are you? And then Thor would rescue Lady Sif, and Lady Sif will fight with him and the Warriors Tree and Balder, and he has like his gang of teammates. The gang of Asgardians. So yeah, I got used to the Warriors Tree and Lady Sif. When that was after the story where he goes to Mount Olympus to confront Hercules about an image that Odin had. I think it was Odin that had shown him, where the sister of, I think it was Hildegard. Hildegard was a Valkyrie that was part of Thor's gang. Thor had a group of Asgardians that would go into adventures at that time. Very well drawn by John Buscema. And I'll show you the Valkyrie that was always with Thor here. Is here in the poster too. Because these are all the characters from that era. From that era when I used to read Thor. What I do with these posters, because sometimes they don't fit exactly the frame, is I leave the paper that came with the frame and I leave it in the background. I just turn it around, it's white, and then I put the poster on top of it, and then I have a white background. You see, that's the poster, and then on the back of the poster there's the white paper that came with the poster. So I don't know why I'm seeing some dirt, and unfortunately the dirt is behind the plastic, so I'm gonna have to clean that out. Let me. I have this here where this is an anti-static cloth that I use to clean my computer monitor. So I'm using that. Usually this is never dirty like this. I don't know how it got dirty. I don't know. Maybe it could be that my table was dirty. Maybe somebody ate cookies here. Oreo cookies. I don't know, this it has some crumbs or something. That's horrible. Usually this is very easy to do. You just put this here and then put the frames and that's it. But now I'm dealing with some dirt that I have to clean. Okay, so now it looks clean. I think that looks good. Oh, that's when Thor loses to Hercules. I remember that cartoon. Odin takes away Thor's strength, and then Thor loses to Hercules. And they were competing for Jane. And of course, Jane likes Thor. Jane doesn't like Hercules. She was just mad at Thor because I think he didn't come when he said that he says that he was going to come to her, and he didn't come on time, and she was just feeling neglected. You know how female like wants 100% attention. That's my experience. Sometimes my daughter and my girlfriend, they will be telling me something, and they want my full attention when they are talking. And I might be at the computer, and they will be telling me, but you're not looking at me. And I will be telling them, but I don't listen with my eyes. I'm listening to you while I do this. So that in Jane's case, she got really angry and she was making Thor jealous with Hercules. And there's Namor, my other favorite. So yeah, that's a good background that I like to have because I love those cartoons. So one goes and then puts the frames. They are very easy. They are plastic. You just go and slide each one on the poster. Like this. Now I got one. Now the second one. Just wanna have the poster in position, so I'm putting the sides first. You gotta be careful to get all the cardboard inside and just slide. And make sure that where you're gonna hang the poster is on the correct side, because some posters are landscape and some others are vertical and horizontal. So this one is landscape. Portrait is the other one. Portrait and landscape. This one, of course, is landscape. And then we get the other sides. Here we have the side here. The bottom and now the top side. This is it. Sometimes the frame doesn't meet perfectly with the sides, but that doesn't matter, at least it is protected. So this is the poster. As you can see, there's Odin, it is Throne, there's Thor, Sif, Jane Foster. This is not Valkyrie. This is, I think it's what, Hildegard was her name. I'm not sure, but she was always with Lady Sif together. There's Fandral. There's Heimdall, Hogun, Volstagg, Balder, Loki, Carmilla, and Hela, and the Asgardians on the back. So, I'm very happy to have this poster. It's my era, my John Buscema era, the era where I started to read Thor comics, and they were great. I would tell you to go get in Comixology the Masterworks. They are like $17 every volume, and they have a bunch of comics in order. You get the first Masterwork, you get the Jack Kirby's. The second is also Jack Kirby's until Buscema starts. I don't know if it's number 6 or 7 or whatever. But the Masterworks are great, and I'm trying to get them all. Sometimes they put them up for on sale, and I think they are like $7, like half. So they are worth it. I'm waiting for a sale so I can get a bunch of them. There's like these things are not perfect. There's like a bending in the poster, but you cannot really notice it. So yeah, I'm very happy about my poster.